For thousands of years, the golden spice known as turmeric has been hailed as an ancient superfood, a botanical marvel with legendary healing properties. But a rising wave of skepticism now asks a dangerous question. Is it all just an elaborate, overhyped health fad, a big fat hoax and a scam that's draining your wallet and wasting your time? Before you completely dismiss this powerhouse root, or crucially, before you waste another moment trying to unlock its potential using a method that's doomed to fail, you need to understand one life-altering truth. If you think a casual sprinkle on your dinner or a standard capsule is enough to bring about real change in your health, you are tragically missing the single most critical distinction that separates fleeting hope from sustained, game-changing results. The vast majority of people fail to benefit from turmeric, not because the science is wrong, but because they have been failed by a lack of understanding regarding one vital biological secret. Stay tuned, because the facts we're about to break down reveal the exact steps required to avoid this common pitfall, ensuring you're not among the 99% of people whose time and money is completely wasted. The critical barrier: why your turmeric isn't working. To truly unlock the power of this compound, known as curcumin, we must first confront a critical, yet rarely discussed distinction. The core issue isn't really about the dose. It's not just about how much turmeric you take. It's about where it ends up in your body and how it manages to get there. Many people operate under a simplified understanding. If you put a supplement or food in your mouth, chew and swallow, they believe it is now successfully inside the body. This is fundamentally untrue. When you first consume turmeric, it is merely inside your digestive tract, the gut and intestines, which is, biologically speaking, an external tube. This tube starts at one end and goes out the other, and if a molecule doesn't actively leave the tube, it never enters your body proper. Therefore, the first challenge is moving it from the gut into the bloodstream, and the final, most crucial destination is getting it inside your cells. The cell is where the body's machinery truly resides. It's where your DNA, enzymes, and all the essential building blocks of health are managed. For any substance to exert its full effect, it must reach this intracellular level. Unfortunately, curcumin, being a complex fat-soluble molecule, faces immense hurdles. With plain turmeric, less than 1% of the compound successfully makes it from the gut to the blood, and after that, less than a dismal 0.1% actually makes it into the cell. The body's defense and the rapid disposal mechanism, even for that tiny fraction of turmeric, that less than 1%, that manages to enter the bloodstream, its job is far from over. Being fat-soluble and large, the body often treats it as a foreign substance, an intruder, or what scientists call a xenobiotic. The body's natural defense system, which is constantly striving to maintain purity, seeks to flush out this perceived foreign body. To do this, it must make the fat-soluble compound water-soluble so it can be excreted. This process, called conjugation, happens quickly, either in the wall of the intestine as the curcumin passes through, or, more efficiently, in the liver. Everything absorbed in the stomach and intestines first enters the portal system and is shuttled directly to the liver before any other body part gets a look at it. The liver is a master filter, and in the case of regular turmeric, it tags the molecule with groups like glucuronide or sulfate, making it water-soluble, e.g. curcumin glucuronide or curcumin sulfate, and thus ready for rapid disposal. The key takeaway here is that not only does 99% of traditional turmeric stay in the gut, but that less than 1% that enters the blood is quickly cleaned out via a first-pass effect by the liver, meaning the rest of your body, especially your cells, never gets the chance to utilize it. The traditional fix and its hidden cost. If you've been using turmeric for a while, you may already be familiar with the common advice to add black pepper. People are aware of the poor absorption and have long known that pepper can dramatically increase the amount of turmeric entering the bloodstream, raising absorption from around 1% to between 5% and 8%. While this might seem like a significant improvement, it comes at a tremendous and often overlooked cost. The pepper component, piperine, achieves this increased absorption by inhibiting certain enzymes that are essential for maintaining the tight junctions in the gut wall, essentially creating a temporary leaky gut situation. This crude process increases intestinal permeability, allowing more turmeric to pass through, but simultaneously allows undesirable substances such as toxins, bacteria, and their byproducts like lipopolysaccharides to also escape into the bloodstream. For healthy individuals, this might be a minor issue, but if you suffer from pre-existing conditions like dysbiosis, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, or any form of autoimmunity, compromising your intestinal membrane further can create far more harm than the short-lived benefit of a little extra turmeric. Even with pepper's help, the liver's efficiency means that the final amount of active curcumin reaching the cell is still negligible, typically less than 1 or 2 times more than the almost nothing you got before. The game-changing breakthrough, the fenugreek colloid. Fortunately, science has provided a sophisticated, game-changing solution to this absorption crisis. A recent development found that if curcumin is attached to fenugreek seed, which contains a fibrous substance called glucomannan, a soluble fiber, the absorption challenge is elegantly solved. The fiber attracts water, forming a stable, slow-degrading colloidal complex. Think of it as a tiny protective bubble carrier for each curcumin molecule. This bubble is water-soluble, protecting the curcumin from the liver's first-pass cleanup and facilitating a slow, sustained release in the intestine. This steady trickle of absorption, as opposed to a quick flood, makes it easier for the body to utilize and dramatically increases the amount of active compound that bypasses the liver. The numbers are staggering. With this fenugreek complex, 15% to 30% of the curcumin can successfully make it into the bloodstream. But the real victory is at the cellular level, where the protective, water-soluble nature of the colloid allows 25 to 40 times as much active curcumin to make it into the cell compared to either plain turmeric or the pepper-assisted versions. Unlike the crude compromising effect of pepper, the fenugreek complex works with the body. It is gut-friendly and provides a sustained and sustainable benefit without creating leaky gut issues. Deep and sustained benefits. What happens in 30 days? Understanding how turmeric gets into the cell finally allows us to appreciate why we're pursuing this and how the benefits differ at each of the 3 levels. Even the traditional use of plain turmeric, where most of the compound stays in the gut, offers substantial benefits. In the gut, turmeric supports a healthy microbiome by feeding beneficial bacteria while limiting and reducing harmful ones. It also strengthens the gut barrier, reducing leaky gut and thereby minimizing gut inflammation. Furthermore, it improves the flow of bile, aiding in fat digestion. These are the traditional time-tested benefits observed for millennia. When a small amount is briefly available in the blood, as with the pepper method, you can experience mild, transient systemic benefits like modest antioxidant effects and minor anti-inflammatory effects, reducing markers like C-reactive protein, TNF-alpha, and IL-6. However, the true profound transformation occurs when we successfully get the curcumin into the cell using the advanced colloidal complex. Now, we are talking about a different kind of medicine, one that works at the level of gene expression. Inside the cell, curcumin becomes a master regulator. It can reduce the activity of the pro-inflammatory genetic switch, known as NF-kappa B, indirectly affecting hundreds of inflammatory compounds. Simultaneously, it turns up the beneficial switch called NRF2, which activates the body's natural antioxidant and detox systems, protecting and repairing mitochondria. This action significantly increases intracellular glutathione, your body's most important antioxidant. The benefits extend to neuroprotection, as the compound can cross the blood-brain barrier to boost BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is like miracle growth for the brain, enhancing neuroplasticity and the creation of new neural connections. It also provides crucial metabolic support, improving insulin sensitivity and lipid metabolism. All of these deep, sustained, game-changing effects rely entirely on getting the active compound into the cell, a feat that is simply not possible with traditional or pepper-enhanced consumption. When you start consistently using a highly bioavailable, cell-targeted form of turmeric for 30 days, you can anticipate a clear progression of benefits. Within 7 to 10 days, the first changes are often seen in gut comfort, improved digestion, and reduced bloating due to the better balance of bacteria. This also leads to a decrease in systemic inflammation stemming from the gut and a more balanced immune response. As you move into weeks 3 and 4, the far-reaching systemic and cellular benefits begin to build momentum, leading to a noticeable reduction in overall body inflammation and stiffness. Potentially, with reduced neuroinflammation and better cellular energy production, you may experience clearer thinking and a significant boost in mental energy levels. This is a commitment to improving your body's cellular defense, antioxidant capacity, and overall balanced control systems. Therefore, the strategic approach is clear. Continue to use inexpensive plain turmeric powder in your cooking for the undeniable gut and general health benefits, but supplement this with a high-absorption fenugreek colloid formula to achieve the deeper, transformative cellular and genetic effects that traditional methods simply cannot deliver. The 3 tiers of benefit. Why getting it into the cell changes everything. To understand the difference this delivery system makes, we must look at the 3 distinct levels of benefit that turmeric provides, depending on where it lands in the body. Tier 1, the traditional gut benefits. Even with traditional unassisted turmeric, where 99% stays in the digestive tract, there is tremendous historical value. At this level, turmeric acts as a powerful regulator of the gut microbiome, feeding beneficial bacteria while controlling and limiting harmful strains. It has also been shown to strengthen the gut barrier itself, reducing inflammation and combating a pre-existing leaky gut. Furthermore, it improves the flow of bile, which supports the digestion of fats. For these reasons alone, and because it is an inexpensive, flavorful spice, consuming plain turmeric as a powder or food remains a beneficial practice for gut health. Tier 2, the mild and transient blood benefits. Once in the bloodstream, even if it's quickly removed, curcumin provides mild systemic effects. It acts as an antioxidant by reducing circulating free radicals and offers a transient anti-inflammatory effect by modestly reducing inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, TNF-alpha, and IL-6. It also gives short-lived support to the liver's detox pathways. However, these effects are, by necessity, fleeting because the liver is so quick to clean out the blood. Tier 3, the deep and sustained cellular game changer. This is the most exciting tier, and it is only achievable when curcumin is delivered effectively into the cell via technologies like the fenugreek colloid. At this level, the benefits move beyond simple compound reduction and work at the level of gene expression. Inside the cell, curcumin can reduce the activity of a pro-inflammatory genetic switch called NF-kappa B, NFKB, indirectly affecting hundreds of inflammatory compounds at their source. Simultaneously, it activates the beneficial NRF2 switch, which is responsible for turning on your body's natural antioxidant defenses, detox systems, and even protecting and repairing mitochondria, your cellular power plants. This activation also boosts intracellular glutathione, the body's most critical internal antioxidant. Beyond these foundational effects, the cellular access provided by the colloid allows the curcumin to cross the blood-brain barrier and provides significant neuroprotective benefits. It boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, often called a miracle growth factor for the brain, which supports neuroplasticity, the ability to form new connections and complex neural networks. The deep cellular impact also provides metabolic support, improving insulin sensitivity and overall lipid metabolism. All these profound, sustained benefits can only happen when the active component is successfully delivered inside the cell. What to expect? Your 30-day turmeric transformation. If you begin taking a high bioavailability turmeric, like the fenugreek colloid, over a 30-day period, you will see a building and deepening cascade of benefits. Within the first 7 to 10 days, you can expect some of the earliest changes, mostly related to improved gut comfort and digestion, a reduction in bloating due to better bacterial balance, and a decrease in immune hypersensitivity, leading to less early systemic inflammation originating from the gut. As you move into 3 to 4 weeks, the more far-reaching systemic and cellular benefits begin to manifest as gene expression improves. This is when you may notice a significant reduction in overall body stiffness and inflammation, potentially clearer and sharper thinking due to less neuroinflammation, and better mental energy levels. You are also boosting your body's cellular defense and overall antioxidant capacity, supporting a more balanced immune signaling system from the core outward. To maximize these benefits, I strongly recommend a dual approach. Continue to use regular, inexpensive turmeric spice or powder for its excellent gut-specific benefits, but supplement it with the highly specialized fenugreek colloid formula. While this advanced supplement is more expensive, its concentration and revolutionary absorption mechanism offer unprecedented efficiency. A tiny pill with the fenugreek colloid is effectively equivalent to consuming an amount of turmeric powder that would require over 500 capsules a day, an impossible and sickening dose to get the same amount of the active component into your cells. Don't waste another moment or another sprinkle of spice. Unlock the true cellular potential of this ancient superfood and see the transformation for yourself.